Here is a 4-minute comedy suspense thriller with horror touches centered on a very unusual blood test. Title: The Late Night Draw. Logline: A hypochondriac insomniac's late night blood test takes a terrifying turn when the lab technician discovers something else living in his veins. Scene 1: The waiting room, 00 to 045. Interior 24-hour pathology lab. Night dim fluorescent lights, sticky vinyl chairs. Leo, 30S, jittery, dark circles under his eyes. Fills out a form with a chewed up pen. He mutters to himself. Leo, whispering. Just fatigue. Maybe low iron. Definitely not the bubonic plague. WebMD said 2% chance of bubonic plague. I like those odds. He sneezes. A flickering poster of a cheerful cartoon blood drop titled, Don't Be a Stranger, Give a Lighter, seems to wink at him. Leo blinks. Just a shadow. The door slams. A tired-looking night tech, 50s lab coat stained with something that might be coffee, shuffles in. Night tech Leo Calloway, follow me. Try not to scream. I'm very sleepy. Leo scream? Why would I scream? Is there a reason to scream? On a scale of 1 to 10, how reasonable is screaming right now? The tech sighs. 10. I'm kidding. It's a 2. He's not kidding. Scene 2. The blood draw. 045 to 145. Inti. Drawing room. Continuous sterile. Cold. A single metal chair. The tech ties the tourniquet so tight Leo's hand turns purple. Leo, nervous laugh. Ha ha. My grandma's hug was looser than that. She's dead. Heart attack. Coincidence? Night tech. Hold still. The tech swabs Leo's arm. The alcohol smells like burnt almonds. It shouldn't. Leo watches as the needle approaches. But here's the twist. The tech doesn't aim for the vein. He aims for a tiny, almost invisible bump just below the skin. A bump that twitches. Leo. That's a mosquito bite. Probably. Night tech, eyes widening for the first time. No, mosquitoes don't burrow out. They burrow in. The needle pierces the bump. No blood comes out. Instead, a long, pale, worm-like tendril uncurls from Leo's arm. It waves lazily, like a sea anemone. Leo screams, a high, comedic squeal. Leo, is that my soul? The tech's expression shifts from exhaustion to hungry interest. He grins. It's too wide. Night tech, calmly. Oh, that's beautiful. I've been looking for a host with a sense of humor. The last one just wept. Scene 3. The revelation, 145 to 3. The tech yanks the tendril. It comes out with a wet pop. Leo's arm doesn't bleed. It's hollow. Leo, I'm a tube? All this time I was a pastry tube? Night tech, holding the tendril to the light. Not a tube. A farm. This is Pallida memorabilis, the memory worm. It doesn't eat iron. It eats fear. Specifically, the fear of a test result. The tech points to Leo's file. Under symptoms, Leo had written, anxious, sweaty, thinks his elbow is whispering. Leo, my elbow does whisper. It says moist. Night tech, nodding. Delicious. The worm secretes a tranquilizer, makes you compliant. Then it slowly replaces your blood with itself. You're about 60% worm now. The good news? Your cholesterol is perfect. Leo. The bad news? Night tech. The bad news is I need to harvest the queen, and she lives behind your left eye. The tech pulls out a tool that looks like a salad tongs crossed with a dental mirror. He advances. Leo backpedals, knocking over a tray of syringes. Leo, frantically. Wait, can I get a second opinion? I have WebMD Premium. It says, worm behind eye is either a parasite or creative thinking. Scene 4. The twist and escape, 3 to 4. The tech lunges. Leo grabs the only weapon, a urine sample cup. He hurls it. The tech dodges, but slips on the spilled liquid, flailing like a cartoon villain. He crashes into a centrifuge, which sparks and dies. Night tech. You idiot. That machine was keeping the other worms asleep. The floor begins to ripple. Dozens of pale tendrils push up through the linoleum cracks. They aren't worms. They're fingers. Leo's blood, what's left of it, runs cold. Leo, those aren't mine, right? I don't have to claim those. The largest tendril wraps around the tech's ankle. He screams, but it's a happy scream. Night Tech, ecstatic. Yes, feed. I've been so lonely down here. The worms ignore Leo. They only want the tech. Leo realizes the tech wasn't a monster. He was the last patient, and he'd been trying to pass the worm to someone else. Leo bolts. He crashes through the exit door into the rainy parking lot, arm still hollow, left eye itching. Final shot, 3:45 to 4, Inti. Leo's car. Night Leo stares at himself in the rearview mirror. He lifts his left eyelid. Deep inside the pupil, something tiny waves back. A little tendril. It makes a heart shape. Leo takes a deep breath. Then he smiles, wide and wrong. Leo, to the worm. Okay, but you're paying for half the Uber Eats. Fade to black. Text on screen. If you feel a tickling sensation behind your eye, do not Google it. Just laugh. It likes that. And don't forget to like and subscribe this channel.